I am live in my ridiculous tree hat. Let's give it the full treatment. There we go. Okay. Now, the traditional eating of something. I should have thought harder. No, Miss Tuba. Thank you for your donation. You too. Isn't it cool? It's a really dumb hat. I kept screaming I'm the Christmas wizard at work. I'm the Christmas wizard! The Christmas wizard! Abraca Yuletide! I don't know if they were getting sick of it or not. I can tell you it was probably a long week. This is the best road cone I could find. Mm. The coasters are delicious. I have no idea what the Christmas wizard does. He screams things like, I'm the Christmas wizard! And then abraca, some kind of word. Rudolph Cadabra, Abraca Yuletide. I like Muzzle Top a lot, but that's not really Christmas. I don't know what happened to me. I grew something out of the top of my head. Took one of Pennsylvania's state flowers and dressed it up. Road cones. Man, these are gross. These are just gross. Never get used to eating these stupid things. G2G cat, she clowny, take care. Oh, God, I've got to go. I got that. All right. See you, Edward. Eduardo. So, to answer your question, Macabro, I had gotten if anybody else that saw my post on Instagram, and I'm going to take this out just because of that, because I don't have my spray over here. I got a nosebleed. That's the second one I had in 2 days. I hardly ever had nosebleeds in my entire life. And it just would not stop. I mean, like, the first one was like 30 minutes, and then like 30 minutes went by, and then yesterday, and it just kept going. And after that, I was like, I'm going to go back to the bathroom, and you're going to call a manager to see what's going on here. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to do more than that. culminated in me taking a trip to the emergency room where it took me for bleeding forever to stop, which was awful. The most disgusting part about it, not the great Christmas announcements, and then talking about this, the horrible thing that was driving me insane was the fact that I just had to blow my nose. I had to blow my nose. I wanted to blow my nose so bad because the sinus pressure was in my head. Yeah, just literally, luchador, hello. Literally, it was just like it just kept pouring out. I mean, literally, I mean, like pouring out like a faucet. It was brutal. And then I get home and I finally get to a spot where I'm relaxed. I'm home. My blood pressure's going back down. I'm calming down again. You know, I decided, okay, I'm going to blow my nose a little. I start blowing my nose just a little. And then I realize what I'm blowing is the graphics, is the clot coming out. And I just blow. Hopefully not Betty White. This massive, like, entire head. Like, I could feel my head shrink 2 sizes from this clot that was in my head. I'm like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, I'm not eating pudding for a long time. It's not gonna happen. I'm off. I mean, I'm off that. That sucks, Austin. At least you got it after Christmas. I mean, that way everybody can have it till it's around you. It's okay. My sister's boyfriend might have it too. Wizard power. Oh, damn! Freaking! How many tissues do I got in my pocket? Probably a shitload because my head sprung a leak yesterday. So all day long, my nose has been runny, and I've been terrified to blow my nose. And after the clot was out, like talking to Griever, and then all of a sudden, my nose just started bleeding again. I guess it was because, like, it was all backed up. It just kept bleeding. I ended up like taking and just packing my face, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take these out. This is either gonna work or I'm gonna have to reback it again. And everything seems to be okay now. It comes down to it was a mix of my medications and the hose, because all this thing does is dry your face out on the inside. It's nasty. Yeah, very few things are disconcerting as blood coming out of places we're not supposed to be. Especially if you ever had kidney stones. That's that's a surprise. Blood's not supposed to come out of anything other than holes in your body that weren't there to be initially. Yes, but I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way with a saw and some guy in a loincloth drilling some Aborigine in a loincloth. DeWalt. Trepanation. Trepanation? Trepaning. Trepaning. That's what they're called, trepaning. Oh, God, I love soda way too much. Oh. Gotta stop drinking it again. My dad keeps buying soda and it's sitting over here. It's really tempting to just drink it. I keep not drinking. I get a whole pile of those not soda fuzz waters. I can remember to start drinking them again. Soda is just delicious. I know I put on some weight from drinking just soda. I can see my pudgy face, and it happens when you drink. Plus, the salt and stuff in it make you just swell up a little bit. But gotta stop. So, no more sodas. It doesn't matter. I haven't had any alcohol in a while either, but that's good. I couldn't really. I probably really shouldn't have any anyway. I got Elder Stones. This is all I can show you from the Elder Stone is this here. That's all I can show you. It's attached to something else. That's a top secret super project. So all I can do is just show you the Elder Stone insert that goes on my super secret awesome thing. There we go. But you guys will see those soon enough. Oh my god, yeah, like I just like Fresca is almost impossible to find in my area, but Uriah, the kid I work with, found out that Carnes has it. It's like a local grocery store. They're pretty good. They're especially for their deals on things. I mean, they're amazing. But yeah, apparently Carnes has Fresca. Like even like down here, like my Giants and things like that, Walmart's, it's just impossible to find. But yeah, I need to stop drinking it for about 2 weeks or so. So I did with coffee because I was starting to drink energy drinks again. It interrupts your sleep patterns after a while. The foam dust. Yeah, well, yeah, a little foam dust. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm very much an energy drink addict and soda addict. The Walmart fuzzy waters are probably the best that I've seen. Dollar General ones are really good. Uh, if you get the right ones, I've been off soda before. Get the right ones, you can go a long time with it. The problem was I just started buying them because there was no fuzzy waters. And at least I'm not, at the very least I've been drinking like caffeine free sodas, not caffeine free soda, but like uh like root beer and ginger ale, preferably a lot of ginger ale because it's not a cola, so the sugar is lower and it's better. It's debatable, better for you. Fresca is really good. Fresca is really good with gin, but that's another story. Especially if you can get a bunch of shaved ice and then like this like the stuff they put in the like a slushy. You get that, and you mix that with the Fresca and that, or you get frozen Fresca. What you can do, you take the can, put the can standing up, and if you leave it sit in your freezer for most freezers about an hour, it should ice over. Then I just take it and cut the top off the can, like soup, and chop it up a little bit and go. But I'm not telling you to do that because if you screw it up, it just explodes everywhere. You can always freeze ice cubes, but you lose the effervescery to it, and it gets a little weird. I don't blame them. That stuff is good. That stuff is really good. I personally like my something. It's from the local brewery, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Brewing Company. It's called Sweet Revenge. It's whiskey made from strawberries. It's not at all what you think. It does. You think bourbon, you're like, oh, bourbon. You think strawberries, you're like, oh, strawberry. No, it's everybody has the same reaction. They take a shot or a drink of it. They're like, oh, you can't process what it's going to taste like, and then you go take another sip, and it's just good. You just have to get past that. Whoa, what the hell is that? You know, I've been keeping it in my Cthulhu flask. I just used up my last bottle of it. God, speaking of that, I'd love to crack open that ouzo I got from Thanos. That'd be good. It's good ouzo. And I think it's time of year I bought a bottle of absinthe again. I buy one a year because it's expensive. No, 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 you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But since you're here, I got 6 people. It's been roughly 15 minutes or more. Tamarind vodka. Oh, tamarind vodka. God, that sounds. That's right. I keep forgetting you live in Mexico. You drink things like that. You get tequila down there too. Yeah. It's the Christmas wizard hat. Wizard! Watched heavy metal one too many times, I guess. So. Okay, so uh get the business done here. Uh so as you guys read the I guess opening, or nobody does get on, I just see a thing up there. It's on a few updates. First off, thank you everybody who sent me stuff, and none of you are getting any of it. Fooled you. No, that's some of the stuff is still held. Like Wacom still has his. He's going to ship out from there. Al the Geek has his. He's going to ship from his place. It's debatable whether or not they seem to be going with the idea of me paying for the shipping, but I'm convincing them otherwise to do so because I accidentally kind of opened it up to international shipping. I wasn't really on that, so I'm pretty sure I got some international orders in there. I didn't, and still not confirming or denying which way it goes. I don't know. I don't remember. So I just play it by ear, and that's what I did. So yes, I got a bunch of stuff. I got Griever stuff. I got Luchasaurus stuff. I got stuff from Flux. I got stuff from almost everybody I sent out to. Oh yeah, but one person. It happens. Everybody gets busy. And I am going to continue to extend the thing because Griever's tequila grip on spicy tamarind candy. Yeah, oh god, yeah. The tamarind tarantulas. The Griever's link for the contest, for Children's Miracle Network is still active till the end of the year. So we're going to continue to push for it till the end of the year here. Still, tell people do the thing with that because it's still going. It's still, I might as well use it up while I chance. And I wasn't going to make the drawing till after all the holiday stuff is over, which includes the new year. So yeah, that's a thing. Excuse me. Just won't stop doing that. So we're still pushing till the end of the year with the links, and then that will all go away. I'll have to make some announcements. New Year's! It's Francis Foamworks. Francis Foamworks. I got some new stuff. What do you think of the hat, Francis Foamworks? I picked this up from work. Horrible. Could you imagine somebody would give this away? I mean, who would want something like this? Yes, but we are pushing out to the end of the year with the prize, so we're going to keep it going, which is great. Like I said, I wasn't going to, so we got all this other stuff to catalog and make sure I give away. And it gives anybody that's got, and then, yeah, anybody that still sees this, please check your entries, okay? Go to my Facebook page, go to the link, which is pinned to the top of the page. It has a little banner that I use at the end screen with a little Christmas hat, not a boreal, but like classic ho-ho. And you put that in there and go through and make sure you find your name on that list. If I don't have your name, that means I didn't get an entry from you or you didn't send me your link. So please make sure I get your entry if it's in there. So double check your work, people. Or I guess in this case, double check my work. And you'll have until I get the drawing up, until I make the a day or two before the drawing announcement to get that up and there. Because once I do all the drawings and stuff, it's done. You're out if it's not there. I would want that hat. I would too. Yeah, no, it is not less itchy, and it's 3 times as hot. And half the time I end up having to stuff it with paper, which makes it even twice as crinkly and hotter and louder. And it's will be active till the 31st. Yes, see, yes, active till the 31st. So end of the year. That would make J-Lo jealous. It probably would. Hey, I got a hat up on J-Lo. Neat, cool. I'm also passing along the basis as my CYA. Okay. So, in conclusion, the contest is going to run till Griever's link is up on the 31st. It's either the beginning or the end, doesn't matter. When the link's up and expired, it's expired and your chances are over. The announcement for the winner will appear into the next year after holiday stuff is settled through and down, and the drawing will happen live because of that. Make sure you go back and double check my link on Facebook at the top of the page, which is pinned with the Ho Ho Hat banner instead of the This Hat banner up there, because you want to make sure your donation has been registered, because I've been registering all of them on there. If you don't see it, you have to let me know and then resubmit so I can make sure you're submitted. Because if not, I don't have it on there, I can't draw your name. So that all is clear and done. Now, here's something else, the larch. I wish I had the ability to cut away for something like that, but I don't. And now, something different, the lodge. No, the torturous Christmas has to seem to come my way. They just seem to show up my way. I have a regular one. I used to have one of those really long ones that like made for like the super long ones. But a fun fact about that is when you're 5'1", like most people that are average height, it hangs above the ground. When you're 5'1" and you take a step backwards and it's on the ground, you kind of break your neck. So gave away that hat. I have a regular baseball hat with the floppy thing in it, with the ball, but that keeps hitting me in the face. So that's buried. The mini hat, I don't know where that went to. It's over here somewhere. Jerry doesn't even know quite where it is. And now I got this tree hat, which is awesome. And I'll probably find something even dumber next year. Yeah, I covered that. I'm terrified. I have to be like, I can feel that there's something up in here that's not. It's like it's just clinging to life every time. It's like probably like a mysterious clot that's just flopping when I go. I don't really want to get into that conversation again. It's a little repugnant. You don't believe me? Just go back and watch the beginning, and I'll explain to you I'm probably never going to eat pudding again, and for the rest of my freaking life. Oh God. Oh, it's awful. Oh, but on the bright side, with all the cool Christmas stuff that I got, which honestly wasn't a lot, but this was a Christmas where we spent money on the Frankster, my niece. I got her trying to escape through the nose, all the clownies. It's my bones. I'm full of bones. That's why I'm so scared all the time. I'm full of bones. Scary bones. um, my niece, was it her one Christmas present showed up, and then it's a wolf. Oh my! It was really cool. I got her a porcupine that you drown. It's a plastic porcupine you drown, and it grows crystals on its corpse. It's a science project thing, so whatever. Oh, I would have gone insane, homely. I would have gone insane. A spur. Well, like some cowboy just came up and just boot kicked you in the face. Like, I'm trying to. Homely went toe to toe with Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, and got a roundhouse to the face. He has spur stuck in his head. I'm assuming it's not a spur like a horse, but yeah. It's just a funnier image. Make light of your pain. Slug Mode was well received. Mom's present is still in the wind with the other present with a present for my niece. Get these really cool kick-ass lights at work. that are hopefully going to go down in price soon. Uh, not that they're like $30 lights that are app controlled, but we got them for $5 a pop, which is really nice. The damn things are beautiful. I got some for my sister, who also wanted an apron, and then my brother, he got some. Uh, well, I got a new coffee mug because my Stooge mug, I'm not sure where it is at the moment. My previous Stooge mug, my Uncle Gary gave me, broke, which is a shame. Nothing serious, just the handle, but now I got a new Stooge mug for that one for upstairs. I got a Stooge mug for downstairs now. I'm not sure. There's another thing Mom said it's coming. It's some kind of. I'll show that off too when I get it. It's a. I refer to it as an anime scarf. It's like this scarf thing goes around your neck, but it's got buttons down the side of it, so it looks really cool. Like on the picture on the guy, because it's like he's got like a normal neck and stuff for it. For me, it's probably gonna come up to my head like this, and like just look completely weird and awkward, which would be great. You know. Oh, bone spur sounds nasal polyps. God, nothing about that. This is the worst conversation about Christmas stuff ever. Giant blood clots, nose spur, nasal polyps. I mean, oh, God, what is Santa doing with the reindeer? Oh man, those elves are all inbred to hell. Jesus. Oh no, my phone made a noise. What's making a noise? Oh, my sister told me about the Christmas lights. And then what was the other thing I got? Oh yeah, I got this really cool. Apparently, my niece is. Consolidate your thoughts into one text message, please. That this wolf, she's a wolf kid now. She was rabid to begin with, but like I ordered this. It's a outline of a wolf made out of laminates of wood, and each laminate's been cut. So it's like the outline of the wolf, howling at the moon, on all fours, and then it's a tree scene with an edge and a wolf on the edge, like howling at the moon. It's really cool. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's like $7. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, cool. They got a thing for lights with that. So I up and order the light one. $7 now. It's $20. I'm like, well, it's got lights in it. It's cool. I get it. It was a little smaller than I thought. I mean, I get the thing, and it's roughly about like smaller than this. It's like, okay. So I expected it to be small because, the dimensions weren't in, American, they were in centimeters or whatever. But I always know that anything you order online is always going to be smaller than what the hell it looks like in real life. So I get the thing. And I open it up. I take it out of the box. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I'm turning it upside down. I'm like, where are the lights? There's no lights. There's no freaking lights. So I checked the little manifest thing and said, yeah, you indeed get paid $20, and we must have suckered you out of paying $20 because you didn't get lights. China, China, China. And like, haha, happy fun time. Sure you with lights. And and I'm pissed. And like I start looking at the box, and like lo and behold, there's like something in the back. So I pull something out of the back. It's the light, yay! And like it's this shitty little string of light. Remember I said the thing was $7, okay? And then it went up to 20, not counting shipping. It's literally these stupid little lights like these things that like the little fairy light things on an LED block. I mean on a oh, damn it, on a battery casement like the size of the end of my thumb. So I'm looking at this, and then I realize it's like there's no holes in this wooden thing. There's no spot on the back of it to hide the battery pack. There's no way of putting this stupid light in there these stupid string of lights without like hanging it over the edge or like trying to curl it like through the trees or something. It's like I look at that, I'm thinking this is really fun. I'm like, oh well, I'll just hide behind the trees, but you can't because when they stack them, they cut every piece of wood in front of it the same. So all the cutouts go all the way to the back like this. So they're flush. You can't get anything through them. So I drilled a hole in the tail and I'm just feeding these LED lights like through one at a time over a tree, like under the tree, like up through with a pair of tweezers. And I have to feed them around. I got to get my saw out, like nick the edges of the trees, like drill a hole sideways in the damn thing and put them up through. Then I got to take it up and around and over the front of the wolf's nose and like hide it like underneath the moon because the moon was the only thing they did that was hanging. So I got a light under the moon and then like down in here and like over top part of it where there's no way to get like a saw or anything like cut it. And like then I tried to like stack it under the wolf so I could get like the ledge under the wolf like that. And I got one light hanging and nothing will like it just keeps moving every time you touch them. So I'm trying to glue this shitty little silver wire down to God, just get this thing up and it won't glue, it won't hold. And I started at like noon and I didn't get finished till like 4:30, like just getting this done. And that was the last light on the string. I just said, fine, just screw it. And I cut it off. And I'm like, I will use it for something else somewhere down the line. It was spent. It was so freaking irritating that this company sent this the way that it did. And if you look at the pictures of the thing out the way it is, you can't see the little box and you can't see the wire going up over top of it. They have it all fed through it really nice and pretty. That looks great. So when you think you get this thing, you're going to get it. And at no point does it say assembly required or like you're not going to be able to make this look that great like on there. And I had to paint over the freaking wire to like hide it in spots. And and then I go back to the screen where I ordered the damn thing because I'm pissed off enough and it's not going to do anything. But I figure they'll probably send me a coupon. But I was going to just let them have it. And you can't even do that because there's no spot on the page to let them have it because it's some weird, stupid China thing. Oh, it was so freaking frustrating. I'm like, the only thing I can do once again is pull my Twitter account up and blast them on the Twitter account, which was the whole reason I had the whole reason I had a Twitter account in the first place is because I had no way to resolve against Papa John's travesty of what they called a pizza, which was horrible. That thing, oh man, looked like somebody used a taco a tortilla shell for a rug. And when I got out of the shower, it was just, they screwed that up. You have no idea. Yeah, because I hadn't got done through all of this crap yet. This thing was irritating. It's freaking irritating. You have to sit there and fish it all through. It's enough. It's enough. It was enough. But it's done, and I have it set up. So hopefully she'll like it. I'm just upset because I can't get it to hide on the wall. And if I had known it was going to be like that, I would have put it into a shadow box instead and ran the lights in behind it, drilled a hole in behind it, and then popped the lights through and then used the shadow box to put it down and then hid the light thing under the lip in the shadow box. So you could hang it up and it would look cool and you wouldn't be able to see any of the wires or anything like that. But, of course, I don't have the time to do that, or I thought I didn't because we're not doing presents tonight again. We have to wait more days. So it's wrapped up and I am not ungluing and unfishing all of that wire. Not going to happen. God. These stories, you have no idea. You have no idea. No idea. Oh, God. Mad rant for like 10, 15 minutes. Oh man, I really want to show you guys what I have over here in the worst possible way, but I can't, which is unfortunate. I did get some new brushes, well, new dry brushes. These are garbage because I have to start getting the stuff put out of the house, up and out of the house now that Christmas is over. It's time to start working on stuff. Still never found the other one. I got the other one. Still never found the stupid bolt that goes in there, so I got to find a way to fix that. Or maybe that's it here. Is this it? This is the one. I could have sworn I found the nut for this. I got a couple of other projects up on the way here. So hopefully some of these will be stuff some of you guys would like to get. I'm not just padding up on a Francis Homeworks page, but the rest of this stuff. Oh my God! Right on my arms. Why can't I have Reed Richards' arms? I never have to worry about picking anything up. He's like, honey, could you scratch my back? She's just like, what the hell, Reed? You know, why, Reed? Why do I have to scratch your back? Yeah, I lost the nut on the base of this. I think I did. I could have swore I picked it up again. Oh, no. Yeah, I did. I found it. Yay, I found it. So let's just tape together so I don't lose the bottom then. Good. Nice. Let me tell you another one. Oh my God. Revolting as it is. Bodies are gross. Well, tomorrow should be fun. I ended up having to leave work because of it, and the district manager is in for my manager tomorrow. So we'll get to see how that goes, because he might see how he deals with the stuff in the store. I'm not exactly sure how many people are in there today. Well, I don't care. Should be fun. I'm just glad Todd's getting some time off. Make me very happy. Boy's working his butt off. You shouldn't eat while listening to my stories. They're gross. I'm a farm boy. Impossible to gross out. You'll appreciate this then. I get there and they give me they're like, here, they give me a towel and they give me some more gauze and they give me a clamp to stick on my face, which my nose is still freaking sore from that thing. And they're like, here, and they hand me this cup, plastic ring with this long arm-like bag on it. And they go, here, and they hand me that, and they hand me a little bottle of lubrication. And as I'm looking at this, I'm like, I look up at her, and she's like, what? And I'm like, you're supposed to spit in it. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, kind of thinking of something else there. She's like, what? And I'm like, well, you gave me an arm-shaped tube and this. And like, all I could think was some bovinic application to this. And I was wondering why you were handing this to me. She just turns and looks at me and her friend. She's like, no. She's like, no, we don't go in that direction. All I can picture was nope. And I literally thought you, and I'm like, Homely would find this hilarious. Oh God. Anything in a horror movie even faze me? What was the last one? There's only two of them, I think. They're like the only one I think that came to mind that really ever fazed me was from the movie Train. When they take that kid and they cut him open. and he cripples him while he's hanging there on the meat hooks. Just cuts his spine, not like that. Pulls open his skin, puts the hammer to his spine, and whack! Smacks that chisel. It was pretty. Check something. Your nose is bleeding. Bend over and check something. Oh, we just have to pull the cord to make it stop. that and Terrorizer one. That wasn't really phasing though. I just stared in amazement when he saw that woman in half. Oh my God, that was brutal. Bone Tomahawk was brutal, but that wasn't anything like a Terrorizer one. So good. There was a. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I kept forgetting about that. Jeffrey Combs has a podcast, and I keep forgetting to check his podcast. The last one was on one of his movies, From Beyond, which is based on an HP. Oh, my balls are loose. I'll go back to the doctor. And based on H.P. Lovecraft, one I forget what I think it was the one that was based on Nyarlathotep stories, but I don't quite remember. I think it was The Tomb, maybe. But yes, that was he had a podcast and just started talking about that. It was one of the first movies that stuck with me, other than The Thing. It's still like one of the best ones. No, Bruce Campbell, Bubba Hotep, evil demon from beyond the stars, Nyarlathotep. Yeah, right? Yeah, like Jeffrey Combs has a podcast. Freaking no. It's like, oh man. That and he played Edgar Allan Poe in a play somewhere, and I want to get footage of that because that had to be great. Him playing Poe. I mean, honestly, he's the only reason I even stayed to watch Deep Space Nine, because he was on everything. Yeah. It's Cthulhu universe stuff there, Griever. Which is actually Ninja Turtles are part of the Cthulhu universe. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. In the in the episode when they go to space, one of the episodes, he brings up the Fugitoid brings up a map of all the great space beasts. You have first off, you need to look at the map to see what's there. And they go to the Gamera planet, which is Gamera, Godzilla, giant turtle kind of thing planet in there. But if you look all the way in the top corner, all by itself, there's a little octopus head with wings up in the top corner. Away from everything else. That makes Ninja Turtle canon in the same universe as Cthulhu, which is messed up because that also puts Gravity Falls in there as well. I just happened to spot it. Because I knew it was like, because when you watch the old Nickelodeon cartoon, you have to watch everything on it. Because there are so many references to everything in that, the movies, the cartoons, the comic books, everything. You just have to look. Yeah, that was one of the best cartoons. I mean, I would put that right up there with WB Batman and Gargoyles. And like WB Gargoyles was just cool. But like WB Batman was like probably one of the best cartoons ever. Just it was so good. And Ninja Turtles was, I think the amount of people, and again, Jeffrey Combs was in on that, and he played the Rat King. It was a great character for him. The stuff that mutated turtles in the comic was the blinded Daredevil. Oh, that is messed up. I'd love to see that crossover, man. Daredevil, especially with like the Daredevil guy from the Netflix series. Jeez, that was a great show. Too bad it was so good. It's really a shame that show was that good because it made all the rest of them pale by comparison. 13th, the original movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. Big Trouble in Little China, Friday the 13th, the original movie. Yes. Nightmare on Elm Street and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. God. Always Big Trouble in Little China with you. James Hung's still around, I think. Still around. They still need to get that with The Rock in there. I need to get him in here for that because he's gonna be around. Oh, speaking of people that aren't around anymore, John Madden died. And I'm not going to be sad about that. It's like I really didn't like John Madden. Buckaroo Banzai. Clancy Brown's in that. What the hell was I watching? I was watching an episode of CSI. The CSI, and because I just let stuff play in the background, and I heard his voice, and I looked up, and I'm like, holy, that's Jeffrey Combs. Yeah, they did. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, you're right. Dream Beavers. That's right. The Dream Beavers had a oh damn it. The guy that played Freddy Krueger. Oh, I can't believe it. Robert Englund was one of the Dream Beavers. Big Trouble in Little China, James Hung, and did the whole thing. That would be a girl in a yellow jumpsuit. No, wait, that would be stupid. The second he coughed out of that, he's like, ah! I'm like, oh fuck, it's James Hung. That's so bad. It's probably the best episode. Friday the 13th is the Swamp Monster guy. They even do the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yep, they got that because there's a Necronomic. If you look around in the shop when they keep showing that shop, there's a lot of things in there from horror movies. Even the Saw on the back, the Saw's family is sitting there. There's a lot of things that tie back to horror movies and stuff, and that was absolutely great. The one with Grissom, the first CSI one with the guy that was I can't remember all the people, and it was Gil Grissom was the name of the guy that was in charge. The Ted Danson eventually took over. He goes on a trip somewhere up in the mountains, and there's the local town has a local town's vet is also the medic, and he's and it's Jeffrey Combs, which is great. Had the chainsaw too. Yep. Says the Saw's family. I love that. Hey, David James, how you doing? I didn't see that. I missed a whole bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden they were fighting. Like then they had the Triceratons. They did a bunch of that. I missed a bunch of the space stuff, and then they were back. And apparently they crossed time again because turtles always seem to do that. They had something to do with time, fighting a time guy or something. And then the last one I saw, they were fighting a demon, with Shredder being reanimated, which was I'm literally just gonna put it on and just watch all the episodes again because it was really good. I mean, yeah, we're talking about the Ninja Turtles one there. CSI Miami. No. Miami was the redhead guy. What's his name? I can't remember the name. I want to say it's Las Vegas. It's probably Vegas because the black guy gambles and he gets shot because of it. Oh, I can't remember any of the people in the stupid thing. Just remember the guy's name was just chilling. That's what I'm doing. I'm just chilling with my hat. My Christmas little road cone wizard hat. Eek the cat. Oh, Eek, yeah. Eek. Hey, Sharky. God, what the hell was I watching the other day on that? I can't remember. I watched a lot of random cartoons. I still stand by like the villain makes everything. You gotta have a good villain. So I have a hard time watching Cleopatra in space because it's just the villain's so cool until he opened his mouth and he sucks. It's the same thing with Roger Rabbit. Although Roger Rabbit's it's not a cartoon. It's one of those movies. That movie still holds up too, which is unbelievable. I've talked about this before. God knows. And it's still just a good movie. And the only problem I have with it is that Christopher Lloyd's the bad guy because as soon as he opens up his mouth, all I hear is Ig Letowski, hey, boss. You know, I had to go back and watch Eek. I couldn't remember much of it. I do remember it was one of those ABC cartoons from back in the day. Jessica Rabbit. Yeah. And Cool World, speaking of things like that, it got written off as a Roger Rabbit ripoff, but apparently it was actually done by some dude that actually does a lot of that stuff, and like a lot of political satire cartoons, if I remember correctly. Vegas, yes, that's it. He does a lot of political, like Wizards was one of them. If you've never seen the thing with Wizards, you should check that out. That's an old cartoon. Homely might actually. Cool World, yeah. I think it has like Johnny Depp in it, or the other guy that's not Johnny Depp. It was a heartbreaky kid too. I can't remember. Basically, a guy gets in a wreck and he gets transported to a cartoon afterlife kind of world. It's not really afterlife. It's like a trans-dimensional world where he's like in another dimension. But it's the premise of the opening is a little vague. The whole thing is just a little vague. It suffered from some bad editing cuts, but it was pretty good. And the guy that stars in it is an artist, and he invented a cartoon. At least he thinks he did. But what happens is when he's dreaming, he's going into the cool world or the cartoon world. So he's drawing all the characters from that, and there's a thing called the golden spike that retains the difference between our world and their world, and the main antagonist Holly, who actually looks better as a cartoon, is trying to get the spike so she can become human. But if she does, she breaks the gap between the two worlds. I kind of had to. I watched it and then I watched it again and then I watched it again. It was. It's a little bizarre. But yeah, Wizards is the other one that it's actually a famousy kind of thing. But the guy did a lot of political ones that are very well, some of them are actually a bit uncomfortable to watch, believe it or not. Like the one about the cat. It was a major reason. Gabriel Byrne. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anybody here has even seen that movie. That was it. I don't think it did really well because it got, like I said, it got written off as a ripoff of Roger Rabbit, or a bad ripoff of Roger Rabbit, which is was kind of unfair. I mean, that's what I thought when I was a kid and I saw it. And that's what I thought it was, but yeah, it just didn't really pop. You go back and watch it now; it definitely was a lot better than I thought it was. I'll tell you that much. But still, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I must have watched it a couple of times back in the day. But yeah. Oh, Gabriel Byrne was the devil. I didn't. That. I was just referencing that. Jesus, of course, there's small circles of everything. I was just referencing End of Days 2 days ago to somebody, and I can't remember what it was about. We talked about the devil at the end and how they kind of washed him out a little bit. Versus, oh, that's what it was. The devil at the end, how he got kind of washed out some, and versus the damn it, the Balrog in Lord of the Rings was the same thing. They put a lot of work into it, and you can't get a really good thing about it. You can't get a really good look at him unless you like pull out screenshots and stare at it. Macabre Ghost Ship. Only the opening. Only the opening. Just the opening of Ghost Ship. What was the one when the octopus was in the ship? I can't remember that one. It was like an octopus in the ship, and then they get off the ship at the end of the movie, and there's spoilers. They get off the ship at the end of the movie, and they get on an island, Deep Rising. Yeah, that was something else. God knows, Macabro knows, and at least everybody else probably does too. God knows I love me a fish movie. And Macabro just got his hands on a copy of the original Piranha, which I forgot that there was a stop motion thing in that. I forgot there was a little stop motion dude walking around in that thing. I completely forgot about that until I saw. I was like, oh, I looked up to see what I'm like. Oh, see, I'm like, yes, but what I can't remember if it was a Harryhausen creature or not. I didn't check it out. I have to go back and look at that. But yeah, that was Piranha. Love those movies. Love Piranha. Love Piranha 3D. Love the new Piranha. Any fish movie. I mean, the whole thing was all those shark movies. Loved it. Loved it. Ghost Shark with Richard Mole, Bull from Night Court. Shark, Zombie Shark. Santa Shark. What's it? Sand Sharks. Sand Sharks was actually really cool. I like Sand Sharks. What are some of the other ones? Sharknadoes. I still have to watch the last one. I still haven't seen the last Sharknado. I got to just go out and buy all of them because they're Sharknado and they're they're just great. The star with the Deep Rising tank, so it killed it. Oh, I was supposed. Richard Mole was underrated. I don't know. I can't name a lot of. I would have loved to see kaiju stuff. God, yeah, well, yeah, right. You know, me and you and the kaiju's, right? Two-headed shark attack. I think that was it. Three-headed shark attack was the one with John Claude Van Damme. With Rob Van Dam and Danny Trejo. I mean, there's a combination. Richard Mole. Let's see. He did the aforementioned movie I talked about. I saw him in a couple of TV shows. Night Court, always. In, I think, Xandar or Zandu or something like that. He starred alongside that chick from the Conan movies, Red Sonja, I believe it was, in a movie about crystals from space. One of those stupid barbarian space movies. Was he really? What, the Batman animated show? The WB one? I'll be damned. Richard Mole, the voice of Two-Face. Oh, yeah, he was. That's right, he was in the pilot episode. I remember that because his sword is disassembled. You know what's screwed up is I never figured that he was Two-Face, and now I hear it. Now I totally hear it. I mean, he was in the pilot episode of that. God. That's another series I gotta go back and watch. Married with Children. All I remember is Bobcat Goldthwait in that. Yeah, I know him. He's the rich one. Let me get the kid. Yeah, he did a lot of stuff. Damn, I have to go back. I'm gonna have to IMDb his stuff to see what he was up to. A mob enforcer. I can see that. Yeah, he was a tall dude. Also, the bad guy from the Dungeon Master. Hmm. I don't think I ever saw Dungeon Master. Probably why. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just saying I can't place him in things other than things like I just missed it and stuff like that. It's like there's plenty of goods out there that are just totally underrated. Like one of my personal favorites is John Lithgow. I love John Lithgow. The guy is in just great. I mean, like Cliffhanger, just so creepy. Dexter, oh, so creepy. I love John Lithgow, and he does John C. Riley, another one. Doesn't get although John C. Riley gets a lot of work. The guy from uh, Snakes on the Plane, not Mother effing Snakes on the Plane, but the guy from Snakes on the Plane, the pilot. He also played the clown in American Horror Story when he had his face. He also played John Wayne Gacy in American Horror Story. I saw a movie where he played the bad guy, psychopath, and I remember just sitting there watching it with my buddy Ken, and we're like, is this the same guy? It's like he always plays like a character that's kind of goofy or doofy or like funny or something, but or maybe kind of a half tough guy. But this guy, he just creepy, so creepy. I reject your reality and I submit it with your own. The only phrase I know that from is MythBusters. Unfortunately, let's look up Richard Mull here because that movie is driving me nuts. And it's got to be one of those. It's one of those another one of those stupid space movies that are like Space Truckers or something like that. For some reason, had Dennis Hopper in it. I'm not sure why. Richard. Oh, it doesn't even come up. Richard Mole. Okay, that should be a trick. House. He was in Big. Oh, he's Big Ben in House. Well, he's been in more stuff than I really thought he was. Kane Circus. Pale Man. There's only one Pale Man. His name was. Oh God, I don't even remember. I feel ashamed of myself. Angus Scrim. Angus Scrim. 179 different things. Oh God, where is this? Monsters. Curious going to be one back in the 80s for sure. Dante's Inferno. Video game. Done a lot of video games. This case that seems to be a thing though, in like actors that can't quite seem to pop out of stuff. They end up he was in Smallville. They end up doing a lot of video game voiceovers. Call Me Claus. Santa Claus. Oh, he was, yeah, that's right. Evolution. I forgot he was in that. Where is this stupid movie? Survivor, Ransom Chief. Wow, you guys figure he's got a. Christ, he was in Cow and Chicken, Hulk, Sabrina. Oh. Oh, wow. Huh. How about that? Apparently, he was in Ah Real Monsters. That's one of my favorite cartoons. I absolutely love that cartoon. Bunny and Gangster. No big surprises. Plays a gangster. Asian club lawyer married with children. Gino. Weird Science. It's a TV show. Galaxis. That's it. Galaxis. The movie called Galaxis. Legend says this sacred crystal is a source of life, was created for the beginning of time. Kayla has sought out the crystal to use it for his own power. Oh, God. Bridget Nielsen. Yeah, I was right. Bridget Nielsen, Richard Mole. Oh, man. Sam Raimi? Huh. Well, Sam Raimi was in that. I'm going to have to look Galaxis up. See if I can find it. Probably on Amazon. I don't have Amazon. Never have Amazon. Just gonna have to get an Amazon account. Giant tree attack. My, my freaking cousin sent me a sent a picture of his Christmas card. It's like his tree is like over here, and there's like a couple of them like that. And then the babe, my new super niece, whatever, is like the star of the photo, but she's behind the trees, which are coming down a mountainside. So it looks like Kaiju Baby is coming across the mountainside to kill everybody. It's absolutely funny. It's hell. Terminal Force. Firefly, also known as Terminal Force. God knows I love me some of those stupid 80s movies about space, or the Warrior ones are even better because there's nothing but, well, there are usually boobs everywhere in those. Space movies were always cool because they're space movies and a lot of action. Warrior movies were always cool because there's usually boobs. I mean, and if not, it's just cleavage for days. That's what those movies were good for. It's just like a ski movie. If they ever make a ski movie that's, like a comedy ski movie, and people don't take their tops off in the hot tub, it's not a ski movie. I can't name a comedy ski movie that I've ever seen where they didn't take it. They even did it in South Park, although they weren't. They, Queen, start the reactor. Did Bridget Nielsen lose her mind? I think Schwarzenegger banged it out of her. Oh God, Red Sonja. It's another one of those. She got that. She got that because she was with Schwarzenegger's why she got it. Only people who really put up with that guy. Well, I mean, in the thing. So Rocky IV. Still got to see Creed's one of those times. Oh well. We dropped down by half. It's been an hour, and I got my announcements across. So just to wrap it all up once again, the contest is going to extend till the end of the year. That's when Griever's link dies. So if you can still find places to donate, do so. If you can give money to Griever's link, do so. After that, make sure you check my link at the top of my Facebook page to make sure you are in the thing and running, because you need to be in that. I will check all my emails and all the stuff like that repeatedly. And then next year, before, in the first month of the year here, I'll have the announcement made of when it's coming, so you'll have more time to check. And then, bam, we will have the live broadcast. I'm actually have a date tentative in mind, but am pushing it a little on how much I can get done. It depends on what I'm doing at the time. So don't forget to double check all of your stuff until it's done, because you have till the end of this year to get this taken care of, guys, and give a little bit more if you still can. Sent you an email update about getting the IG post out tomorrow, or ordinary great outside podcast episode about skewing the about going that IG post out tomorrow, or IG post. I'm gonna have to check my email. Good day. Have a happy cloudy. Good night to everybody that came in and joined me in my fancy shiny drill instructor cone shaped Christmas magic Christmas wizard hat on there. Goofy Goober every time. Goofy Goobers, David Lee Roth, for joining me my tonight with this stuff. You guys all have Merry Christmas, which is over if you haven't had it yet, and have a oh man, Happy New Year. Peace, guys, and I'm out. Clowny's watching. That's right. The police and Clowny's watching. That's how I end this stuff. I forget.